Well, looks like Marvel's bringing back one of their old school characters. A character that has been ruined, butcherized, and misrepresented in media nowadays. And he's back to his original non-race swap form. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Fury is white again. This is cool, and this is what they should have done in the movies. Nobody wants Samuel L. Jackson, if you know of the original character. The Samuel L. Jackson in the MCU is literally Samuel L. Jackson in the eye patch. He's not doing any acting. He's the same angry black guy he is in every movie. He's not Nick Fury. I don't know what's the actual decision at the company. Are they just done with the black version of the character? Is this going to be permanent? I don't read modern comic books. They're gay. They just turn every character black and gay, like what they did with Nick Fury and many other characters. But you already know that some weirdos are gonna get mad at this on the internet. And it's so predictable. They get mad when a character is race swapped back to white, but they didn't get mad when it's changed to black, because apparently it's only racist when you make something white. I don't get it. It's retarded, it's hypocritical, and it's just pandering. But here's the first reply to that tweet, and it says, "The maker is racist." At first I thought this thing, they, whatever that thing calls, we'll check out the profile in a bit. At first I thought she was talking about the maker of the comic book, like the artist or writer, and they were being accused of being racist by this idiot. But apparently it is talking about the villain, the maker, which is like this multiversal villain that rewrites reality. I don't know, I don't care, I don't read modern comic books. They're all just trash. The artwork is ugly, the writing is terrible. They have no talent anymore. All they do is just change shit that was already good, that didn't need to be changed in the first place, that everybody's been tired of comic books for over a decade. But I hope the maker is racist, at least your definition of racist, which is just restoring faithfulness to all these characters. And I hope he really gets rid of Miles Morales as well, because Miles Morales is Miles Morales. He's just a race swap Peter Parker. He's literally just Peter Darker. What if Spider-Man was black, and that's the story of Miles Morales? Not a good character, will always be sloppy seconds, will always be pandering, will always be trash, and the maker needs to get rid of him too. So I hope the maker is extremely racist. And here's that weirdo's profile. And of course, you've seen the trans flag. Again, not a real thing. No such thing. It's a mental illness. I don't know how many times I've said it already. Trans people do not exist. Go get some conversion therapy at your local mental hospital so you won't be saying dumb shit on the internet. And the profile says, she, they. Again, I don't know how that makes any sense. How can you be a woman and not? Because they means supposedly not, but it really means more than one. Okay. Gender fluid. Again, what are you? Are you like a fucking transformer? You just keep flipping and flopping and changing? What is fluid? How is biology fucking fluid? Are you going through metamorphosis? I don't fucking understand this fake shit. 18-year-old, okay, that would explain a lot. You should not be on the internet. Your mind has already been ruined, indoctrinated, and corrupted, and your parents made a mistake. Well, let's get to another reply under the original tweet. And this one says, oh shit, old school Nick Fury is allowed in this day and age. Yes, this is very exciting. And it really shouldn't even matter about the day and age. If they really want to restore this brand, at least in the comic book space, the movie space is dying as well. But in comics, they would get rid of all these goddamn diversity, DEI, race swap, garbage characters that nobody likes. People pretend to like these characters. The race baiters do, the activists do, the queerdos, the obese leftover white women pretend to like it as well. Virtue signaling, losers with white guilt. Those are the people pretending to like any of this stuff. And I say pretending because we all know these people do not turn out for anything they are pandering or virtue signaling for. That's why a lot of these comics failed. That's why a lot of movies failed. Video games as well. We've talked about plenty of video games that are just super gay and nobody buys it. Stop pandering to people who do not buy your products. People who are actual fans of this stuff know that there are many different fans of every different background. People in different groups are in the fans simply because the characters are white. They just so happen to be a good character and just so happen to be white. That's not part of why they're liked. Either just make a good, new, original, diverse character, or just use the ones that have been sitting on the fucking shelves for decades. But when you change a character from white to black, you're basically saying, now if you're not white, you have to like it. You're just assuming that every non-white race didn't like it already, and then you just end up pissing everybody off and nobody buys the garbage. But anyway, we have one more reply from the tweet to look at. And this one says, why is he white? Because that's who he is. That's actual Nick Fury. I'm guessing you're a weirdo that only seen MCU movies and that's it. You didn't even bother to look up the character. Maybe you don't care that much, but you're caring enough to ask why is he white. So you shut the fuck up. We don't like these race swap type of characters. Only weirdos like yourself like these characters. Go outside the MCU bubble, look some shit up, watch some videos. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to freaks like you because you don't fucking know anything about any of these characters. This is Nick Fury and he should stay this way. Again, I don't read this modern comic book garbage, so I don't even know if this is permanent or not. But it's the fact that they're doing it all of a sudden is surprising. They could be low on sales, but they're always low on sales. Like I said, this industry's dead, but maybe low in terms of recently, I guess. But either way, it's still cool to see. And of course, I checked his profile and he has pronouns in his bio. So he's probably like a fucking liberal soy boy queer that hates himself for being white. That's why he's complaining about the original character being restored and not this fake Samuel Jackson version of the character. I'm not surprised. It's always the freaks with the pronouns in the bios that are getting mad. And there's not much else to say. I personally will not be reading this garbage. Comic books are shit these days. All the good ones happened decades ago and now it's just blue hair, red hair, feminist bitches in charge of comic books when they do not read it. They are not the dominant audience for comics. It's got to be like 95% men, maybe even 99, because comic books is such a niche nowadays. Or maybe even in general, they have always been a niche. They've never been as big as other forms of entertainment, so it can't be majority women. And I say this is a good trade-off because I remember I made a video not too long ago about this Ultimate Universe race swapping Black Cat. Yes, you heard that correctly. The sexy, big melon Spider-Man love interest is black because why? I don't fucking know what's wrong with this company. So it is what it is. That's fucking dumb. They made her worse. They reduced her chest size, ruined the fucking beautiful Spider-Man love interest, the best love interest in terms of attractiveness for Spider-Man. So that's just fucking annoying. You can click on the top right corner. That alone is enough to piss people off when this Ultimate Spider-Man was doing pretty well in terms of comic books, because we got to see Peter Parker actually happy and married to Mary Jane. So it's still not for me. It will never be for me. Fuck the modern comic book scene. Garbage. Not interested. But at least we got the OG Nick Fury back. And I don't have much else to say for this video. All the weirdos and queerdos getting offended, go fuck yourself.